With the closure of the Toodyay Gaol, the resident magistrate, Alfred Delacher, was concerned with the current holdings in Newcastle and set about to build a better jail than the one closed at the Toodyay town site. The Newcastle lockup was located at the depot in Newcastle. This was located between the courthouse, that is now the Shire's admin office, and the Newcastle Gaol as it stands today. Work on the Newcastle Gaol commenced in 1863. Its location close to the police headquarters and was to comprise of a courtroom, warders' quarters, a prisoner's kitchen and day room, with a row of cells arranged along one of the high walls of the exercise yard. The work was completed in late 1864. In the 1930s, the building was then used as a private residence by the Doritzi family. 3 of the Doritzi boys joined the Australian Army, and in 1945 they died at war. There is now a cell dedicated to them and all local servicemen and women who did not make it home. Following on from World War II, the building was left abandoned for nearly 20 years. Restoration began in 1962 and the Newcastle Gaol began its new life as a museum. Alright, so here we are. We're at the front entrance of the Newcastle Gaol. Yep. And we're just going to have a little bit of a walk through. So I'll just disappear back into here firstly. Maybe you can take us through, Michelle, and I'll follow you. We do have Ghost Tube Original running as well.
Oh, okay.
So if we do pick up anything as well,
yes,
we can let the viewers know.
No worries.
Alright. Whoa, that's relevant. Museum. Straight up. Well, this is now a working museum, so yeah, I'll follow you.
No worries.
So what's this room about, Michelle?
This one depicts all of the old clothing, the ways in which Toodyay really, Newcastle, lived.
Yep, sure.
It has all of the, you know, old little artifacts, bits and pieces, people's.
Yeah, and a lot of this has been donated, right, from families that were connected with Newcastle and Toodyay back in the day?
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then on the table here, you can see a lot of people can come up and do a bit of their ancestry.
Okay.
So it's
Nice.
like a little bit of, takes the pressure off our Toodyay Historical Society.
Yeah, sure.
So,
okay.
But yeah.
All right, let's keep walking through.
No worries.
So the room that we just came through, we'll just maybe pause in here for a moment. Lower.
Okay. So this one has a bit of a nod to our Indigenous people.
Sure.
With different ways of...
I like the dark. Maybe we should be turning the lights off.
I did suggest that.
Yeah.
We might stop the bugs from hanging out too.
Yeah, I think they like our lights. If you want to kill the lights, I'm happy to follow.
No worries.
I mean, we're getting our light in the dark, so low again. So we've had lower and low.
Okay.
Maybe also referring to the lighting?
Maybe.
Lower the lighting, low lighting.
Alrighty. So.
There you go. It's hiding. Ooh.
Was this a good move?
Yeah, I know. Hiding in the dark. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So what's this room to the right here?
This one is where our volunteers hang out.
Okay.
There's still little bits and pieces of history within here.
Sure.
But this is basically where you will be greeted by one of our museum volunteers.
Yep.
And they'll be able to help you out with the history of...
Under. So we've had low, lower and under.
Okay.
Interesting.
That is.
Yeah, your volunteers are extremely knowledgeable, so it's always nice to visit during the day here when the museum's open and get some really good stories from them. So
definitely, we're very lucky to have our volunteers, because it does, you know, that's how we can stay open 7 days of the week.
Sure thing. All right, let's head out into the courtyard area.
So this is a well that was part of the cell, like the prison here.
Yep.
As you can tell, there's nothing down there anymore.
The well is dry.
The well is very dry for Toodyay in summertime. That's no surprise. The flogging station here is actually a replica.
Okay,
so
let's have a look.
It wasn't originally here.
Yes.
But it was just a depiction of how they would have, you know, done punishment for...
Peak. Yep, so that's P-E-E-K.
Okay.
Yep. So that's the, I'm peeking at you, Peek.
Yes.
Just on the punishment block, so yes, not original here.
No,
understand
not
that.
original. Yep.
I know that there's many convict jails around Australia that do have those, and they were actually used. So the stories I've heard is up to 2 days, the prisoner that was maybe misbehaving would be brought to one of these punishment blocks
and then chained up
and left out in the elements, hot, cold, rainy, dry, whatever. So yeah, it was a real deterrent for poor behaviour anyway.
Definitely. Well, you've got to do that.
That's right. All right, let's scoot along the cells, left to right.
Watch behind you, you've got a bit of a ridge there.
Thank you. Michelle is keeping up with the OH&S policy and standards from the Toodyay Shire. Well done.
So the furthest cell is actually just storage.
Okay.
So we don't have access to that one.
Yep.
Then you have the Moondine Joe Nod. In that cell you'll have his compass and his walking stick.
Okay.
So, and then this one, the Derizzi Memorabilia
Memorial Cell.
Yes. Yeah. Which obviously we've got that one open ready.
Yep.
And then you've got a couple of others that this one from memory has your Again. The like all the toys of the era.
Okay.
And everything.
Yep.
And then we have a nod to our police in this one.
Yes.
There's a couple of guns and everything in there.
Fantastic.
Like just little,
you know. I mean,
replicas.
disclaimer, I have been in all of these cells previously.
Yes, you have.
But we are going to focus on a couple tonight for good reason.
And then...
Museum again.
Museum,
that's right.
Yes, definitely. And then this one is also, I think these two.
Jump.
Our nod to our women. And everything.
Women prisoners?
Not prisoners.
Okay.
But just women in general. So in this particular one, there's a beautiful dress.
Oh, the dress. Yeah, it is. It's amazing. A dress from that era.
Yes, which I think if in this conditions.
I need to go.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then this cell here is our truth-telling exhibit.
Okay.
As well, from our Indigenous people's perspective.
Did we want to talk about the experience when we first opened that cell, like at the beginning of the day? You go ahead, because you had me experience it as well now. So
for every time, because full disclosure, I open up the jail most mornings.
Yep.
And so every morning when I open the jail, I go to that cell and there's always an odour. And I know the last time we came in, the odour had dissipated by the time you had gone into that room.
Sure.
So...
Scared.
Okay.
There's no need to be scared. We're not scared.
This time I wanted you to experience it for yourself.
Yeah, and I did.
It's such a strong, pungent smell.
It is honestly like someone is in there.
Yeah.
With body odour.
Yes.
And a specific type of body odour, if I can say that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not the most pleasant.
No, not at all. Yeah, it's
and it gets cleaned regularly, so there's no reason for that to
it's the odour of a sweaty person that probably hasn't bathed for quite a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, quite incredible.
Yeah.
I'll have another sniff in there later and see if it has dissipated. Okay, let's move on.
And then our final cell, which is the larger cell, and this cell is the one that you
I'm guilty.
I am guilty.
Okay.
Wow. Very relevant to a jail.
Yes. But this is the cell that we have spent a bit of time in, and you yourself solo.
Yes.
In there.
Yeah.
So last time round we actually had some brilliant results.
We did.
But what happened?
There was a bit of a camera issue.
Yeah.
So it's something that's cropped up before. So I actually had the camera looked at with the manufacturer, and they have done a repair to it. So far so good. I haven't seen it. So we'll just see what happens tonight anyway. But yeah, I mean, we had the K2 meter in there.
Yep.
And I've never seen a K2 meter go off the way it did. It was like extraordinary. So
it was, definitely.
Maybe we can replicate that tonight. We'll see.
We'll find out.
Okay, excellent. All right.
Yeah.
I think that's... Oh, no, the courtroom. Let's have a quick nosy in there. I'll follow you.
No worries.
Wednesday.
Okay.
Today is Friday.
Yeah.
The house.
The house. Interesting, because...
It was at one stage.
It was a house, yeah. Now, there is a sensor light in here, which sometimes goes on, sometimes doesn't. So let's just walk in and find out.
I've not been playing the game.
We have our lights on anyway.
Yep. Still not playing the game.
There it goes.
It just
now
makes...
it's like super bright.
It is.
Yeah.
So at the moment we have some temporary displays.
Yes.
That the Historical Society have put together.
Okay.
But yeah.
So was this always used as a courtroom, or was it... I thought it was a kitchen, it served as a kitchen.
Yeah, it was. So originally they did want a courthouse.
Yes.
But afterwards it turned into the kitchen, and then the courthouse was built.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So that's where our admin building is now.
Awesome. All right, well that's a bit of a walkthrough of the Newcastle Gaol, so thank you. And thanks for your intimate knowledge of the location as well. So what we'll do, we'll start our actual investigation now. We're going to set up in one of the cells probably to start with, and we'll go from there.
Perfect.
All right, we're about to enter the Indigenous cell.
Yep.
So only Indigenous prisoners were kept in this cell.
Yep.
And this is the cell that I think we share the same belief that it is the most active.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, here we go. I'm going to open the door. Love these locks. Oh, it's already open. I've just got to pull it. And there is a black curtain there, which always freaks me out as well. I'm just going to go straight through. Come in, Michelle. Come in, Michelle. Yes.
Usually there is a projector.
Yes.
And a story being told.
There. Yep.
From a Indigenous perspective of what's happened. He's been caught.
Yep.
Thrown in the cell. It's basically what's happened and how he's ended up here in the jail.
Yeah.
So you can stand in here, listen to that story being told if you're brave enough.
Yeah.
And obviously the longer you stand in here, then the sensor will turn off.
Yes.
This cell does get a bit of a bad rap, and people don't like coming in here.
Okay.
Yeah. But firstly, I would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land in which we reside, especially because this is our Indigenous cell. So I'd like to acknowledge them, both past, present and emerging, and acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded here. And I would like any spirits that would like to share with us anything to come forward.
Now Michelle's holding a device in her hands. It has a green light on it. If you come close to that device, you can make some other lights come on. There's orange and red lights as well. Feel free to do that. We also have some small balls on the ground that if you move them in any way, they'll also flash red and blue lights as well. So we welcome you to come close to us and do either of those things or both.
And if you would like to touch one of us, we are also open to that.
Yep. Maybe just tug on our clothing, tap on the shoulder, anything you like. Oh, cat ball.
Ooh.
You didn't move?
No, I didn't.
Love that.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Are you standing next to Michelle? Thank you for showing us where you are. Do you think you could light up some of the other balls?
Oh, I've got some spike here.
K2?
Yep.
Nice.
A little flicker. So thank you.
I just want to see that K2 flicker like it did the last time we were in here together.
Yeah, that was
crazy.
There you go.
Yeah.
Did you capture that?
Yeah. Yeah, the camera's on. Thank you for that. Perhaps if you could do that a little bit more for us, because we were getting orange and red spikes. There we go. Another little flick. Thank you very much. Just got ghost tube I'm going to start up as well.
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. Remember last time?
Yeah, we got some good responses.
We did. Do you want me to hold that? Oh no, actually.
I'm good.
You've got the...
Yeah.
You take the electrical stuff.
Yeah, keep it away from the K2, right?
Yeah.
So to any spirits that may be here, the device I'm holding in my hand, not my camera, the other device, you may... Terry. Thank you for that name. Terry?
Injured.
He was injured, was he?
Injured. Can you tell us about the injury? How did the injury happen, please? I can hear the breeze outside.
I know, I'm jealous.
Yeah, I was like, oh, imagine how good that would feel right now.
Yeah.
Especially covered in sweat. Maybe you'd like to come forward and talk? We're not pressuring you to do so, it's totally up to you.
Can you see me?
I can't see you. Michelle, can you see anyone?
No, but I could feel something.
Okay.
It feels a little bit tighter on my chest area, my throat.
Okay. We can't see you, but we would love to see you. Could you show yourself to us, please? Or maybe tell us where you are so we can look in the right place. How would you do that?
We've got some balls on the floor here, so if you can touch one of them to show us whereabouts you are, it'll light up for us.
I think what we might do is just say goodbye to this cell for now.
Yeah.
Leave that camera running.
Yeah.
For a little bit. Get some fresh air and a drink.
That sounds great.
Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll move to the Doritzi cell.
Beautiful.
Okay. Thank you for communicating. We will leave some toys in here for you to play with. We'll leave the K2 as well set up against the wall over there, propped up so the camera can see it.
Over in this corner, you reckon?
Yeah, just facing towards the camera. And then we'll see what we get once we've left. At this point, Michelle and I exited the Indigenous cell and left the IR camera running. Not long after we left the cell, one of the cat balls triggered. I also noticed some orb-like shapes to the right of frame. These are most likely dust particles, probably not paranormal, but feel free to leave a comment and let me know what you think. Is there someone with me? There's like 2 towels. So I got the word bedroom, which is exactly what this was used for by the Dorizzi brothers.
Every Australian child has been traumatised by a double G.
Oh yeah, this would be so devastating. Oh my god, I did it.
You got it. See, just needed muscles.
I was determined.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
What?
That squeak? Sorry. Did you hear that noise?
Yes.
Or was that you?
No, that wasn't me. I did hear it.
It was a clunk.
It was.
Wind. Oh, we've got a blinky. Couple of blinkies. Thank you for that. That was weird.
Yes.
It was just like a cool breeze that just rushed through them.
Yes.
Dr. Green.
Dr. Green.
Doctor and Green. Dr. Green? Which door?
The front door.
Oh shit. Where's the padlock?
In my pocket.
Good. But they can put the bolt across.
Well, yeah, they could.
Did you not close it?
No, I had it left open. But I'd say the wind.
You say that.
I do say that.
Let me check if it opens. If I get stuck in here tonight, I know we're good. We're good.